Welcome back to part 2 of the Garden Report. This one is powered by Harry's Razors. If you go to harrys.com/garden report, you're going to get a free trial pack when you sign up. We have been using that trial pack, and we've been looking sexier than ever.
I know. I've only used one cartridge. I've had them for like 3 weeks.
Same with me.
Yeah,
and I'm still on the same foam.
Yep.
I love their gel foam. It's amazing. Speaking of amazing, Aaron Gordon was very
clean-shaven.
Very good, very clean-shaven tonight. He was smooth as a Harry's glide tonight. He was questionable for this game. It was a game-time decision after colliding with former teammate Victor Oladipo in the incredible Russell Westbrook 57-point triple-double game on Wednesday night. We watched him warm up, and I didn't think he was going to go. He was like keeled over in discomfort while shooting free throws out there as he had that bad left shoulder. I think he was okay. He had 33 points.
He was decent. 32.
He had 16 rebounds. He had one of the dunks of the year where he leapfrogged over Marcus Smart.
Which was a charge.
It was a charge, actually. Marcus was there early for once.
It was a charge.
Didn't flop for once.
That's BS. Yeah, that was a legit charge. He got there. Credit to Marcus Smart. A lot of guys would just let him fly through the air. Marcus Smart put his body on the line. Didn't get credit for it, but needless to say, Aaron Gordon.
He should rest in peace because Gordon was great. And what was really good is that Gordon was very good closing out the game. He was doing just about everything. He was pounding the glass, pounding the rim.
Not just a dunker.
They left him open on a, I think it was a second chance point. He was wide open on the weak side elbow. They left him open to take the three, and he buried that three. I mean, he did everything that he possibly could for the Magic tonight. It was a terrific game for him.
Yeah, he looked like a leader out there. And I think, for a young team like the Magic, a team that they aren't playing for anything aside from, it's kind of like the Suns. They're not really playing for anything except for each other. It was good on the Magic to really step up and show up tonight and give the Celtics everything they had. I mean, the Celtics, I think, were a little surprised at the way the Magic were playing, and Aaron Gordon led the way. And that's what you want to see from one of your young guys. You want him to lead by example, and I think tonight was, Exhibit A of exactly that.
Well, Isaiah Thomas responded quite well. He had 35 tonight.
Oh, he's been doing that all year.
He's been doing that all year. You've been complaining about the Celtics getting off to these slow starts. We saw tonight that Isaiah ended up starting the fourth quarter with the second unit and then sitting for about a minute and a half or so and then coming back in for the last 4.5. It was crucial to keeping the offense kind of going blow for blow with the Magic there down the stretch. Isaiah still played 37 minutes, but he got his 29th 30-point game of the season, which is, I think, 7th in Celtics franchise history. Only, I think it's been Bird, Pierce, and one other person who I'm forgetting right now, Havlicek. Why wouldn't it be Havlicek? Thank you, my producer, Jeremy Karpf.
Those are some decent names.
Those are good names. Those are good names. He's having a pretty good season. He's having an unbelievable season. But how crucial do you think it was to see that Stevens could kind of mess around with the rotations tonight to keep Isaiah really pushing it when they needed him to?
It's huge because, let's be honest, we're going to see that in the playoffs. We're not going to see 30-minute games from Isaiah Thomas. He's going to be playing. He played 37 tonight. Yeah, 36-29.
36-29. Round up.
About 37. He's going to be playing that, I would say, minimum in the playoffs. So, yeah, he's going to have to get used to playing with the second unit because he's going to be in there at points when they're in there, because we've seen when he's sitting on the bench and when the second unit gets in there, depending on who's still in from the starting unit, those guys can go cold in a heartbeat. I mean, we see it. We think, what is this lineup out here right now? I mean, these guys, there's not a single scorer on this floor right now. So they're going to need to find ways to work him into that second unit, and I think that's what Stevens was trying to, experiment with a little bit tonight, and it was much needed.
Yeah, I mean, they got quick points from Isaiah and Kelly Olynyk to start off the fourth quarter.
Yep.
That was really crucial to kind of reversing the tide that Orlando had.
You don't want Orlando to go up big in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, and especially because Olynyk has those deer in headlights kind of nights where he's just kind of Bambi spilling all over the place. And when those happen, that second unit falls flat. I think having Olynyk on the floor with Isaiah in the early fourth quarter has been really successful for them in the past. I haven't looked at the lineup numbers, so I apologize.
Keeps him engaged,
completely wrong on a data perspective, but it certainly appears that Isaiah kind of really carving up the interior defense just frees Olynyk to very comfortably work his kind of catch and shoot game and his off the bounce game, which is really the only time that Olynyk really thrives offensively.
Right, and then on the opposite end of the spectrum, Olynyk spreads the court because he's obviously a three-point shooter. You have to guard him, which opens up the floor for Isaiah if he's slicing and dicing through the lane. So they're a good balance. It's a good complement. So,
okay, let's talk about one more thing. Is the dancing bear. We've been waiting a long time to see this. Yabusele, Guerschon Yabusele, the French Draymond. He is finally playing stateside. He made his debut for the Maine Red Claws tonight. He had 17 points and 9 rebounds. 4 fouls in 25 minutes. I got a chance to talk to a senior executive at the Celtics who wasn't very excited about the fouls, but very excited about that dunk. It was very excited to hear about the way his pick and pop game was working tonight. He showed a lot of the skills that he's able to show in China. I know you haven't watched it yet, except obviously that dunk was pretty incredible. Everybody's seen so far. But it definitely worth watching the highlights, and I'm sure that will be coming up pretty soon on YouTube for Yabusele. One thing to look out for this guy, he is a very agile defender, both interior and exterior, and his size is legit. I mean, we saw him out there in the Chinese league.
By the way.
Yeah, we saw him out there in the Chinese league, and he looks big. You see him out there in the D League. He still is tall. He's still tall for a 4. He could play the 5 small ball situations. He's a really fascinating prospect. To see him in a game where Jordan Mickey was the leading scorer for the Red Claws, and NBA vet Damian Wilkins had 40 points for Greensboro in this game, and they ended up actually winning the game. That's right, 40 points for him. Yabusele, he's legit. He's going to be a really, really fascinating prospect. So make sure to watch more Red Claws games as the season winds down.
Very exciting to have him join the team. They actually tonight clinched the playoffs. So imagine getting a guy like that for your playoff run. Actually, the Red Claws organization, a lot of the front office staff and the bigwigs, if you will, were actually at the tonight's Celtics game. I went up to the box and I kind of hung out for a bit, and I was there when they all found out that they clinched the playoffs. It was they were very excited about it. A lot of buzz up there over Yabusele. And he's a guy that, like I said, I mean, imagine acquiring somebody like that just before your playoff run. I mean, I don't know if you can find odds in Vegas for betting on the D-League, champions, but I'd throw some cash down on the Red Claws. Why not?
Probably a casino in Portland somewhere that'll give you odds on that one.
Got to be.
So that'll do it for us. We will see you after Wednesday's game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is like as much of a playoff game as you can get in the regular season.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if LeBron doesn't even play in that one. We'll see what happens. He'll be on the second night.
Calling you out, LeBron. You better play.
Yeah, LeBron better show up for that one.
Better play.
Could decide the
Are
first
you scared?
seed. So that'll do it for us.
If he doesn't play, he's scared. I'm
That's
saying
right.
it.
I'm Jimmy. Or you're Jimmy.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Jared. That's
You're
Jeremy.
Jared.
Don't forget to go to harrys.com/Garden Report to get your free trial pack. And you, SeatGeek, can put in the promo code Garden Report to get $20 rebated to you on your first ticket purchase. You can go to the game and you can wave to us from the stands, and maybe we'll wave back to you if you tweet us on Garden Report. So that'll do it for us here. We will see you on Wednesday. This is the Garden Report.
LeBron, you better play.
This is the Garden Report on CLNS
Better
Radio
play.
and Celtics Blog.
We're coming.